Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here with heavyweight legend Evander Holyfield. Evander, you've just answered, like I said there, a lot of questions with the media here. I came a little bit late, so I'm going to ask some of the questions. But first and foremost, man, how are you feeling? You're looking in tremendous shape.
I feel good. I am in shape. And, and I've always been in shape. And plan on living in shape. It's just a lifestyle.
I want to talk to you, obviously, the obvious questions about Mike Tyson. We'll talk about that when he came back with his fight against Roy Jones Jr. But I want to stick to this fight here on Saturday night because as a fighter, you only concentrate on one fight at a time. So Vitor Belfort, former UFC champion, he can box. He's got knockout power. Why take this fight?
Because I feel I'm going to win. That's the reason I took the fight.
You feel like you can knock him out, something like a Vitor Belfort? You mentioned here again, he's a tough opponent and stuff like that. Like you wouldn't step into the MMA game, so he's shown that he has got sort of balls, for lack of a better word. So do you think you can go in there and get a stoppage?
Why not? And this is what I do.
What do you make of all the sort of negativity, being that you're 58 years old, you're 59 next month, and people saying you're too old, they don't want you to get hurt and stuff like that. But again, it's a fighter's choice to go into the ring. So what do you make of all these people, the naysayers and the negative comments coming back saying, why are you fighting?
I think it's a big part of life because that's what judgment is all about. You're going to get scrutiny on something. So the thing is only thing I'm saying, I took care of myself. I'm able to do this at 58 because I didn't do something some other people did. And, I ain't have a lot of bad habits. So, hey, I'm good and I can do it. Now, and I do that one event at a time. I'm not talking about two. So the most important thing is to try to get the big one. So when we were doing this, we were talking about Mike Tyson. We weren't talking about nobody else because I would say if I'm gonna do something, at least I'm gonna take a chance with somebody that already don't beat. There's a good chance that I could beat him again because everything is a mental thing, with people. So the art of the game is that, everybody, you get a choice. Why not the sure thing? So the whole big thing is surety has always been the thing in my mind, that knowing that I'm not lying to myself. I'm telling myself the truth. I can do this.
Obviously, people are wondering if it's going to be a one-off fight. See you back in the ring. Like growing up as a kid, I used to watch your fights all the time and stuff like that. My dad's going to go absolutely insane when he sees that I'm interviewing you. But growing up as a kid, watching all your fights and stuff like that all them years ago, is this going to be a one-off fight? Because Mike Tyson is going to be there if you want it, but a lot of people are thinking this is a one-off. You're going to get paid good money and you're going to disappear again. But will you hang on if you win Saturday night? And will you entertain that Mike Tyson fight? Because we all know that there's unfinished business there.
Well, everything is about that one fight. The thing was, when all this stuff, it never would have came about if it wasn't for Tyson. I said, it was just me and Tyson anyway. And so the whole big thing is, when we gonna get to the table and all that. Now that was as he wanted to do it. So the point of the matter, I'm not making nobody do it. If a person wants to do it, this is the only reason why we're in this thing, and now we're in the thing. Our game is over. We're in this thing because we want it. This is what we would like to do. If we do it, it'll work for both of us. Fine. If a person don't want to do it, then it's cool too. But it's not like somebody making you do anything.
Do you agree there's unfinished business with you and Mike Tyson? Is there unfinished business there after the last fight?
Well, I don't look at it that way. Now he may look at it that way. I'm saying everybody got their own idea to what it is. My whole thing is that I just realized Mike and I, we the two most popular people, and and it's a big nest right there that can work for both of us.
I've got a couple more questions because I know there's a lot more media here, so I want to get your thoughts on the current heavyweight scene, because back in your day, you all fought each other. Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, you, What's your thoughts on the current scene with Tyson Fury unable to get the Joshua fight, and we're seeing these fights not happening? It's frustrating to the fans, but also your thoughts on Wilder Fury 3, which is happening in 4 weeks' time.
Well, the fact of the matter is that the program needs to get better. It needs to be a little consistency that the reason why our era was so good because we all fought each other. People got a chance to see the best. And now it may not be their guy, but they got a chance to see everybody fight each other. And so when that do happen, you find that you have more excitement in the game of boxing. It's a world sport. It's just not America's sport. It's a world sport. And it showed that by the fighters that we have into the program.
Your thoughts on Wilder Fury 3 and Anthony Joshua? Can you pick a winner for this fight, this trilogy fight between them two big heavyweights?
Well, the fact is that it's all depend what kind of adjustment that what you have to make. What is his name?
Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury?
No, not Tyson Fury.
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay. The thing is, you have to go back. You have to go back to the camp and add something else onto it, because I'm telling you, it's obvious that Tyson Fury make some adjustment and it worked for him. And I think if you don't make adjustment, the same thing probably going to happen again.
Well, Evander, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, but I've got to say, I'm fighting again next week. I'm 39 years old, so I've got one more fight in me. So to see you back in the ring is drawing a little bit of inspiration for me to go and kick some ass next week when I get back home. So thank you so much for doing this for FL TV, and look forward to Saturday night.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Evander. Thank you.
This Saturday, the real deal, Evander Holyfield.
It's not a game.
MMA powerhouse Vitor Belfort.
It's gonna be a war.
Legends 2, this Saturday on pay-per-view.